Hello Kickstarter backers, thanks for watching this next update for you guys. I know it's been a while since we posted an update on our Kickstarter page, I apologize about that, but with life and everything, I've changed careers, Spencer's changed careers, and a lot has been going on in our lives. So let me go through a series of changes that we've done in the game, and it's come a long way in the last 6 months since I've updated you guys. So I'll start exploring with the options screen here. Our options screen has completely changed. You have controls, info, back, and who am I? I'm not going to click on who am I, you guys can explore around with that. But in controls here, we have all the controls for PC. We also have our Xbox controls because we are proudly coming to Xbox. We got accepted into the IDA Xbox program, which just has been its whole ordeal in itself. So we have that going on for us. We also have our continuation system, which we call the Warp Zone, which instead of a traditional save system where you save and load, you just have different warp points that you can go to. That way, when you come back to the game, you just click your last warp point you saw, and then that's where you continue off from. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to start the game from start to finish for you guys. A lot of improvements have gone into, just spelling mistakes, things like that. We've also changed some dialogue, other things like that. The game is much more fluid now. I've focused a lot on just improving my code and just listening to feedback. So we went to PRGE 2025 here in Portland, and we got a lot of feedback. We had over 200 players. We actually had some people purchase our game off of Ko-Fi, which is the other way to pre-order the game, but you guys got it at a discounted price, of course. I'm just skipping through all the dialogue here. Trying to get to when the game actually starts here. A lot of this is just going to be, if you want to watch this video, you can. If you don't, you can skip it. There's nothing like crazy to announce here besides that the game is still working. We're still working on it. It's not a dead game. You didn't back a dead project. It's now just 2 of us working on this, so it's going to take us a while to get through updates and things like that because we also have our personal lives going on, right? I'm sure you guys understand that. Come on, there we go. So one of the feedback we got was when you first start the game, you end up right here, and there's a little pixel there I need to fix. But they thought they just stood here for a good 2 seconds, 2 to 30 seconds, and they're like, well, what am I supposed to do? I guess I didn't have any input to tell them that you're able to move when you get here. So I added, move Bluetooth with WSD or thumbstick, and then you can view control options to know what the options are. From there, most of the start of the game hasn't changed. Get over here, skip all that dialogue, we got something to explore there. Inside. So this is where we explain the warp zone spots. If you see that, that's a warp zone you can go to. This is just showing you what it looks like. This is an actual warp zone, so you don't need to warp to the bedroom for any reason. I'm just going to skip all this dialogue here. I can move freely. So the one thing we have changed for quality of life is most people were trying to walk into doors, and what would happen is if you didn't walk in at the right angle, you would walk into the door and walk into the exit at the same time, causing this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So now every door you can enter is a click. Most doors are clicks. There's certain ones where it's very obvious where you just walk into the object. We've also improved everything can be clicked on. Most objects can be clicked on and you get this fact or something that explains the world to you. We've also added different scenes like this. This now despawns. That's a walk-into door. This is a walk-into door because it's only got one exit. Boom. You've got arrow signs indicating 2 directions you can travel. This direction reveals a hidden room, so I'm not going to show it to you in this video. This direction is the normal path to get to Blue Lane. So you're going to notice a lot of difference here. We have completely revamped it. By we, I mean the artist Spencer has completely revamped it. Since the game takes place in a 2D plane, he's been adding shadows to different things for that effect. He's also improved a lot of the graphics. The last thing we're going to change here is the grass. It doesn't fit the setting anymore. So I know that looks off with his flowers here. We will fix that. 1001 Mario's been completely redrawn. The bench completely redrawn. Bus stop completely redrawn with transparency glass there. Lots of changes there. Let's go inside 1001 Mario. Lots of changes in here. I'm not going to click on things because there's certain hidden things that you guys can play around with. Well, basically my point is click on everything. Really click on everything because that's how you're going to explore the world. Because it's a point-and-click adventure type game, right? So just click on everything. Let's go to downtown. So eventually, if you're talking to people, you'll get hints that you need to go to downtown. So you get onside a bus, which translates to the Portland's Max system. If you live in Portland, Oregon, you get it. That's what's the vibe we're going for. So all this is painstakingly hand-drawn. Spencer hand-animated this. I don't know how the heck he did it. I know it took him a while. So all that's hand-done. Again, I'm not going to talk to most people here. You can just do that yourself when you play the game. Click there to get out of the bus. So in downtown, there's other hidden areas you can explore. There's something with this dumpster. I won't tell you what. Let's go inside Bluesville Pawn. It's supposed to be a pawn shop. That's why we're selling pawns here. There's also different things you can click on. Different games you can click on here. John will tell you what the prices are and things like that. Let's leave here. We got the hospital in here. I'm not going to explore in there, but just know it is explorable, and there are just hidden dialogues and things that give you depth into the world. We're still adding stuff to downtown, because right now downtown doesn't look like a downtown. It's too clean, too neat, too organized, right? That is one of our next updates, is cluttering downtown and fixing up the grass of Blue Lane. We've got this little circly thing here that Slate Dude will explain what that does. Also got a hidden gnome. I encourage you to click on the gnomes. And here is Traveling Bard Studios. Basically like a little D&D shop, or, you know, like if you're familiar with Portland Garden Games, it's kind of like that. We got Ton Tavern in there. That's explorable. We have Blaze Goblin, which is also an explorable donut shop. The cop car does do something. I'm not going to explain what it does. You can go inside the police station. It is not finished by any means here, but I encourage you to click on everything. Like I said, if you click on this one, it lights on fire. Let's go down here. This is a glitch. Don't worry about that. I will fix it. I know what's going on. So this is your second warp zone. There was one in Blue Lane. If you click on it, it'll tell you this is downtown warp zone. You can come back here. This is a hotel in downtown. It's under construction because this is we updated the demo, so this is exactly what the demo looks like currently. So you can actually go actively play this version of the game right now if you wanted to. Let's go back to the main menu though. So we just go exit reality, continue, and then let's see like the warp zones. You just click on Blue Lane. Here in Blue Lane, if you wanted to go to downtown, continue, downtown. That way, let's say you left off and you're done with playing the game for the day. You just click on downtown and it'll spawn right here and continue off from there. And we have 2 other warp zones planned. We can add more if necessary, but I think you'll only need 4 warp zones to complete our game. And that's pretty much it. That's it for this update. Like I said, we will try to give you guys more updates, but I'm also not trying to spam you all. But the best way to keep updated with us is follow us on social media. We are on everything. We're on Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. We're 763 issues on everything, but I wanted to give you guys an update and let you guys know the game's not dead. We're just making progress. It's just, you know, with our changes in our personal lives, it's just taking us longer. We're still slated to launch in late 2026. We're planned for August. We have no public release date, but it could be as late as September. It just really depends on what life throws at us, right? But we'll tackle that and get through it. All right, thanks for watching this video, guys, and we will update you guys soon. All right.